Have you ever wondered what happens when processes cannot proceed? This is a common issue in operating systems called deadlock. In this tutorial, we will explore the concept of deadlock. By the end, you'll understand what causes deadlock and how to address it. Let's break this down into straightforward steps. First, let's define deadlock. Deadlock occurs when multiple processes wait indefinitely for resources. They cannot continue, causing the system to get stuck. Next, consider a real-life scenario. Person A has book 1 and waits for book 2. Meanwhile, person B has book 2 and waits for book 1. They are both stuck in a deadlock. Now, let's look at a computer example. Process P1 holds the printer but waits for the scanner. Process P2 holds the scanner but waits for the printer. Both processes are in a deadlock. To understand deadlock better, we need to know the necessary conditions. There are 4 essential conditions for deadlock to occur. 1. Mutual exclusion. Resources cannot be shared simultaneously. 2. Hold and wait. A process holds resources and requests more. 3. No preemption. The operating system cannot forcibly take resources back. 4. Circular wait. Processes form a circular chain waiting for each other. If all 4 conditions exist, deadlock will definitely occur. Next, let's discuss how to represent deadlock. Processes and resources can form a cycle, confirming deadlock. For instance, if P1 needs R1 and P2 needs R2, a cycle forms. Now, let's examine deadlock handling strategies. There are 3 main approaches. 1. Deadlock prevention. Design the system to avoid deadlock. This involves avoiding hold and wait, allowing resource preemption, and enforcing a fixed order of resource requests. 2. Deadlock avoidance. The OS checks if resource allocation will lead to deadlock. The banker's algorithm is commonly used here, ensuring safety before allocating resources. 3. Deadlock detection and recovery. Allow deadlock to occur, then detect and resolve it. Methods include circular dependency checks and resource graph analysis. Next, let's clarify the difference between prevention, avoidance, and detection. Prevention. Avoid deadlock permanently before resource allocation. Avoidance. Ensure only safe allocations during the allocation time. Detection and recovery. Allow deadlock first, then fix it afterward. Lastly, let's differentiate between starvation and deadlock. In deadlock, all processes are stuck forever. In starvation, one process waits repeatedly while others acquire resources. To summarize, today you learned about deadlock and its real-life analogy. You covered the 4 necessary conditions, modeling, and handling methods like prevention, avoidance, and detection. These concepts are crucial for interviews and exams, so apply what you've learned. Thank you for watching this segment on deadlock in operating systems. Stay tuned for the next part on security concepts. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Press the bell icon to get notified.